Hello, I'm Cassandra, and today I'm going to give you my Bingo-A-Thon TBR. Bingo-A-Thon is hosted by Ola from Ola Quinn, it's hosted by Cody from Cody's Book Corner, and Natasha from My Reading Assault. Bingo-A-Thon is running between the 12th and the 18th of May. The premise of Bingo-A-Thon is that you have a bingo board where you have a bunch of different prompts, and then I guess the assumption is that you're supposed to get bingo. The middle square is Once and Future, a book that I have ordered but that hasn't arrived yet. It says that it's gonna arrive somewhere between the 10th and the 17th, so cutting it a bit close. The 10th was this Friday and I haven't yet gotten a notification that where the order has been sent, so I'm guessing it's gonna arrive closer to the 17th. So I guess I'll have to speed read Once and Future. The rest of the squares have different prompts, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to tell you which books I'm planning to read and which squares they will probably hit. So for anticipated read, I have two books that I'm thinking I'm going to read. The first book is Stormcaster by Cinda Williams-Chima. It is the third book in the Shattered Realm series, which is a follow-on series to the Seven Realms. It's young adult fantasy. I really like the Seven Realms. I haven't liked the Shattered Realms as much, but I own all four of the books and I want to continue because it is set within the same world and it follows the children of some of the characters from the first series. So I'm quite intrigued and I want to continue it. This one is then a anticipated book because as soon as I finished the Seven Realms series, I wanted this series, and I got this one for Christmas, so it's quite anticipated. I think I finished the first and second book in February. So I've had a couple of months break, but now I'm ready to dig into it. So I'm reading this one. I've already started a little bit, and we'll talk more about that in a later prompt. But this is my first book for anticipated read. The second book is The Atomic Weight of Love by Elizabeth J. Church. It's an anticipated read because I was at a bookstore over Christmas together with one of my closest friends, and I was looking at books. And then I found this book, and I thought it looked really interesting, and I thought it sounded really interesting, the premise of it. So I was intrigued to buy it, but she is quite interested she's a chemist, so she's interested in, the periodic table, which this resembles. And also, she's kind of interested in birds, or in sort of categorization of things. She's very much a science person. So she ended up buying it, and I had, like a month before, I'd read a book and then I'd sent that book to her for her to read. So she said, oh, if we're both interested in reading this, then she will buy it and then she will send it to me. So I think like more than a month ago, she sent this to me and I still haven't gotten to it. So it's very much an anticipated book because I anticipated that she would send it to me. I'm very intrigued to get into it and see if I like it. It's an adult book and it seems to revolve around women's choices, and it's set in 1941, so it's a bit of an historical aspect. I don't know much about it, and I don't necessarily need to know what it's about. I just want to dig in and see if I will like it. For the prompt of 5-star prediction, I found it quite difficult. I don't usually make 5-star predictions because a 5-star to me is a new favorite book, and that is I have a very tight list of favorite books. But with adult books, it's very much like a hit or a miss, and I'm hoping that The Atomic Weight of Love will be at the top. It will be amazing, it will be everything that I want it to be, from the little that I know of it. So this is my 5-star prediction. Another 5-star prediction is If Cats Disappeared from the World by Genki Kawamura. It's a very short book. I was going to read it for the Owl's Magical Readathon. I was going to read it for Care a Magical Creature because there's a land animal on the cover, but I end up reading Freshwater by Akwaeke Emesi, and that one has a snake on the cover, so I swapped it out. I might as well read it this month instead. It's about a world where a man is dying. He has only months to live, and then the devil appears and says that if you give up something, then I'll give you an extra day. So he ends up giving up thing after thing in order to keep living. And I think he has a cat, and I think it's gonna end up him having to choose, or him choosing to give up cats in order to live an extra day and maybe regretting himself. I hope he regrets himself. Yeah, it's very intriguing. It's quite short. It has an interesting premise. I think I might love it. Or I might find it really boring, but I'm hoping I'll love it. I'm hoping I'm gonna give it 5 stars. And then we also have The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. This is the Goodreads Choice Award winner for historical fiction. And I quite like historical fiction. I think this might be just the kind of thing, because I've heard a lot of good things about Kristen Hanna, about the Nightingale in particular. This one is set in Alaska. It says that it's about, at once, an epic story of human survival and love, and an intimate portrait of a family tested beyond endurance. Yeah, I'm quite intrigued. This could be great. This could be something that I love. It could be something that I end up giving 5 stars, and I'm hoping I will. For favorite genre, I'm thinking one of these two. They are both adult fiction. I really like reading it. That's why they're both on my 5-star prediction. So I'm hoping it's going to be great. I don't have really a favorite genre, but this is just a type of book that I enjoy reading. For pink and blue on the cover, I got Once and Future. I guess you could maybe classify this as a bit of pinkish, but I think it's more of a orangey red. But you know, in a pinch I might pick this one if I don't get Once and Future in time. And then, I don't know how well you see it, but this is a bit of a blue bird. I mean, I have some backups if Once and Future doesn't arrive, but Once and Future is really the book that I have for that prompt. The middle square is Once and Future, so that one can't be filled up with anything other than Once and Future, so I hope it appears. My goal is to be able to hit all the prompts, but if I don't, so be it. I mean, the hosts have been very clear that it's not, you don't necessarily have to hit all the boxes, you can just try to hit like some of them. It's meant to be fun, it's meant to be quite casual, but I would like to hit all the squares. For the square of a diverse representation book, I have both Once and Future because that has a ton of LGBT plus rep, but also Stormcaster. And I didn't intend for this to be part of this readathon, but I have gotten about 100 pages into it, and there's some gay rep in there. So I was like, I've already started this. I was gonna take like a 1-week break and not read it, but if it has diverse rep, I might as well just shove it in there, along with try to see if I can make it hit some other boxes, which I have. So yeah, that one would also go. Then, cover by Atomic Weight of Love. It was an obvious choice for this. I wanted to buy it because of the cover. My friend was also interested in the cover. The cover was what drew us to it. I didn't buy it myself, but she bought it, knowing she was gonna send it to me. So, you know, it's a cover buy. I have also seen some other people doing this TBR, and they have interpreted cover buy as just a pretty cover. And I really like the cover for The Great Alone. I love this whole thing. So I mean, I'm for sure gonna get to Atomic Weight of Love, but if I don't, this one could stand in for that prompt. Then the next prompt of a new to me author. All of these are new to me. I haven't read anything else by any of these authors. Even Once and Future, Amy Rose Capetta, is also a new to me author. So they all fit. And the last square of very old or very new on my TBR. This is a library book. This I got on my TBR last month. And this one I bought in the beginning of March, which is, it's not the newest on my TBR, but it's quite new. Amy Rose Capetta isn't even currently on my physical TBR, so that will be the newest one. But any of these would fit that one. So that was it for my Bingo-A-Thon TBR. If you're participating, please let me know down below. And if you have read any of these or are going to read any of these, please let me know that too. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye!